Okay. Welcome to the first episode of the Art Skool podcast.
What's up, guys?
My name is Riley Crow. I'm here with my boy Patrick. I almost said Patrick partner, Patrick Thomas.
Patrick Thomas. That's me.
So the point of this podcast, there really isn't a point.
Yeah, just kind of digging around.
Yeah, it's really just kind of something we wanted to try. It may not be good. It may be great. You can just plug in your little headphones and
you're gonna want to hear this stuff.
You can just drift off to sleep.
Yeah.
Listening to our soothing voices.
Beautiful voices.
All right, so basically, we started Art Skool, the channel, because we found that last semester here at our art school, we had too much damn time on our hands.
Yeah, a lot of free time. Surprisingly, I was kind of not expecting that.
We started making like really stupid videos, just like out and about, and then we were like, why don't we go back to making content like we did when we were fucking little kids? I gotta make sure I don't like scream into the mic.
Oh yeah, oops. Blasted eardrums there.
Hey, what's our first topic here?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's intimidating now that we have we could just sit here and like talk about like bullshit for so long, but now that we have a microphone sitting in front of us, we're like drawing a blank on anything to talk about.
Yeah,
it's gonna take some time to get used to doing anything like this, and this is probably gonna be really boring. My guess, it's gonna have like a max of like 20 views.
Yeah,
but once people start, they gotta get into it. They gotta get into
they gotta just come vibe with us.
They gotta come vibe. We're gonna have
Art Skool podcast.
It's also really weird because we're just like sitting in our dorm room and like like there's no.
But this is the beauty of it. Like anybody can walk in at any time. Like there's endless possibilities that will come out of these podcasts.
That's why I was so set on doing the format of the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Was because like there's no rules.
Yeah.
Like we could just throw on. You don't even like. It's not like we're fucking famous or anything. Like we don't have to be like, oh, our special guest, PewDiePie. You know, like
I mean, PewDiePie's coming in later, but we're not doing a podcast.
We already scheduled. Yeah, we scheduled an episode with him already.
Yeah.
But no, man, we're gonna have some fellow art school kids probably just gonna hop on. Probably have to pick up a third mic at some point.
Oh yeah.
But this is just to establish, you know. Gotta hit the ground.
Gotta start
crawling, since we're, you know.
I need some water for this podcast.
Definitely get some water. You know what? I'm also gonna get water. You're gonna hear me slurping in the mic because.
You want chew water? Camel?
You froze your water bottle. Mine's probably frozen too. Oh, dude, the Coke slosh. You hear that? Oh,
Frozen water.
Look at the sound wave. Oh, dude, dude, it just spewed all over me.
Ice aesthetic noise. ASMR, not aesthetic. Aesthetic noise. It's ASMR.
Oh, dude. I have a Camelback and like the little rubber nipple thing. I like squeezed into it to break the ice, and it really spewed its goo all over me.
I was squeezing my nipple last night, trying to get the ice out too.
Yeah, don't expect like 100% professional quality. Don't expect consistency.
There's not gonna be any of that in these.
No, bro. This is the epitome of art school, bro. We are two broke ass kids, man.
Yeah. With
frozen water bottles and a dorm window in downtown Pittsburgh that never shuts. It's stuck open, so you'll probably hear construction and
crackheads yelling. They scream all through the night.
Like, I've never once heard them scream like a word. It's always just like noise.
They just yell all night long.
We should yell out the window at them and be like, hey, come. You want to come be a guest on the podcast?
Weren't we yelling out of someone's window? Or something.
We were yelling out of the upstairs dorm window.
Yeah, we were
'Cause
throwing
that
paper
one-
airplanes,
Oh,
cherry
shit,
sours. We were throwing candy out of our window.
Should we admit to that?
Yeah,
Live?
yeah, on the
In front of
last.
in front of the whole world.
We were very bored during the finals week.
Is the time going up by seconds?
Yeah,
Are
I
we
was gonna say
Are
that.
we at 200 seconds?
Yeah.
What do you expect me to like do math
I was
to
gonna
like figure out where I was?
I was gonna say, isn't
Oh,
that
wow.
great that it's just counting the seconds?
That's gonna make it feel like way longer than it is. Don't mind me. I'm just still trying to, work through my
Just drink your
iced up water bottle.
iced out Camelback, whatever.
That's like a fetish, like
Slosh noise.
slosh noises.
Your
That-
bottle.
That was my
I
bottle.
don't think
Did that pick
mic
up on the
pick-
mic?
I doubt that
It
picked
definitely
up.
did not. Well, I'm gonna go get my backup bottle of water.
You're back up.
I'm a thirsty boy.
I see that.
All right, bro. So, being that the name of the channel is Art Skool, today was our first class of the second semester, spring
Yeah.
semester of freshman year.
Earliest class.
Yeah.
8 a.m.
We shared an 8 a.m. class today.
Yeah.
Which-
and read a 15-page syllabus.
Yeah, and it somehow managed to take up the whole 3 hours.
Yeah, with a little bit of videos.
So, I mean, a little context to that is we're film students, if you haven't gotten that yet. So, this class is called Production 1. And that's like your first like freshman year. Like, here you're gonna make movies now. Here's the movies you make, So, we started that today.
So yeah, we read a lot.
Yeah, we didn't make
start
any
that.
movies. Well, like, dare I say, like I don't, but like last semester, like my first college experience, like, was a joke. I didn't.
We didn't do anything.
There were.
It was downtown
It
apartment.
It really, yeah. It felt like I was just like living downtown, and then like every now and then I'd have to like go to a class for a bit, and then like that was it.
It's
That
like,
was all.
there was like a test, but like they weren't like even really tests. So it's
It
just
was
like,
I mean, it was really nice to like have it be school, but like none of it was like school,
it was really fun. It
It
was
was-
like the most fun school could be for.
Yeah, this
a
is
semester.
definitely, of all my years of schoolery, this is definitely like my freshman year so far of college has just been great, because all of my classes are film classes.
Yeah.
It's like our trade school we went to, but
Mhm.
like
We're
all
just
the
chilling.
time. Like, we don't have to go back to our main high school and do algebra or trig or whatever we did
Yeah,
there. I
there
don't
was
remember.
just time, so much downtime for shenanigans.
Yeah, plenty of shenanigans go down here. I don't know if it's gonna make it into any video, but speaking of the shenanigans, last night we our buddy Frank Smith, if he's listening, he probably didn't make it this far in, but we're
Yeah,
at 300 seconds.
Yeah, it's about 300. I don't think Frank's here anymore.
But anyhow, Frank, if you listen to this, we love you. We actually have a cardboard cutout of this Frank character.
Yeah,
If
he's
it- throw-
watching over us right now.
Throw a picture of Frank up on the screen right now.
Yeah, there's Frank.
Nice little. There he is.
There he is.
Anyhow, Frank just decided he wanted to put a slit in his eyebrow, and so he was so gracious enough as to let Patrick do that.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
We filmed the whole thing, but I'm not positive if that'll make it into any video.
Yeah, it wasn't that good. It didn't go.
It was just some.
as good as we
you know what?
wanted
Throw,
it
just
to.
fuck it. Throw the clip up right now.
Yeah, they'll both go.
This is gonna hurt.
I don't know.
There it is.
There it is.
Wow, good times. Look at that.
That was really fun. It was like that was last night, man.
Yeah, it feels like it. Yeah, what's a good liaison?
Yeah, something.
We're gonna have to learn how to do that. We can't just like.
Sit here
Yeah, we're just kind of sitting here. It's weird. It's a weird feeling.
I don't know, like,
I was so
what
jazzed
to talk about.
because like I don't ever want to like call it out whenever we talk about it, but like there'll be times where it'll be like 3 a.m. and we'll just be like sitting, not even like looking at each other. We're just like in our separate beds, like staring at the ceiling. We're just talk about the most random bullshit
Literally.
for a couple hours, and I'm just like, this is podcast material. And of course now we set it up, sit down with the microphone, can't think of a damn thing to say.
It's like everything I like normally, or I feel like I would normally talk about is like, it's like it would have to be relatable to us. Like,
Yeah, you'd have to be us to get it. None of you guys are in on the jokes.
yeah.
We'll get there. So I mean, a little background on us. We both come from Bellevue, Pennsylvania.
Yep.
We live downtown now, but you know, Bellevue's a little tiny borough about 5 minutes away from downtown.
Yeah, it's like, it's right on the edge of the Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
border.
we are technically a suburb, but like it's not a suburb. Well,
Yeah.
it is a suburb.
Yeah.
And,
Very small town.
But yeah, we both went to like there's Bellevue and there's Avalon, and together those make up the Northgate School District. And it's like you go to elementary at either Bellevue or you go to Avalon for kindergarten to 6th grade, and then after that you'll come together with in 7th grade with all
Middle
the
school
Bellevue
and high
kids.
school.
Yeah,
in
we had
one building.
it was a really small district.
It's really small.
We graduated with like what was it, like 60
something,
60
like
some
68
kids.
kids maybe.
That shit actually, like, that blows my mind whenever I hear like,
Feels like so much more than there actually is.
yeah. Well, it's just like
But it's so little.
when I hear like friends from like 6A high schools talking about,
with 400 people.
yeah, 400, bro. NA graduates with like 1,000 kids, and that's
literally
like
see like you could see kids on your graduation day that you've never seen
that
before.
you've literally never even like looked at, never
Like
even
I've
like,
known these kids for 6 years.
never exchanged a glance. That's crazy. But there, honestly though, like I do kind of like that our like little tiny school was how it was.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
It was just like, it's and like not even just like the everybody knows everybody, because like half the time I didn't want to know everybody.
Mhm.
Like I had my people.
It's like everyone picked their groups since it was so like such a small school. Everyone knew everyone in like in the early days of like 7th and 8th grade. Like the groups were decided, and then all 4 years of high school was like people stayed where they were. Like
Yeah.
there was no like mix and match really. It's like you fuck with your group, and then
That's it.
that's it.
Yeah, for the most
There's
part.
everyone else's group.
Yeah, it was really like, it was some mob mentality.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah, it was just like, whenever I tell like people who aren't from like our hometown and like didn't go to like Northgate with us, that's our high school, it you know,
Yeah, exactly.
nah, but they just think we were so weird.
Mhm.
Like so many little things that our school did was just really, really weird compared to other schools.
Yeah, there's Northgate things.
What was, I don't know. I could go on, but I'm not just gonna like sit here and bash my alma mater. We have a Northgate like flag hanging in our dorm to pay homage, and we're just
Towel.
like, yeah, it's not a flag. It's like a terrible towel ripoff. You know, like them Stillers.
Stillers. Let's go Stillers, yeah.
But yeah, dude, the transition from like our little tiny town school. It's not like we were trapped in our hometown, but like Bellevue was like all you knew.
Mhm.
Like you always went back to Bellevue.
Yeah.
It's weird with just the two of us. We gotta like get used to that. But once we have I almost just said just Frank, because I just really want to have Frank on the podcast.
I watched Frank sitting at this table like, oh yeah.
Frank's got stories on stories about anything. Like Frank has done so much just like weird ass stuff. Okay.
5:20 seconds.
How many minutes is that? We need to learn we gotta rework the software, figure out how many. Yeah, look that up, because I don't know how to do any math. 8.6 minutes.
Yeah. 8.7 now.
This is tough.
It's only been 8 minutes.
I don't know how-
We've been going for like half an hour. I thought we've been sitting here for like that long. We only got 8 minutes done.
Yeah.
And half of it's just
half of it is silence.
Or us just talking to each other and like not
Yeah.
podcast material.
Yeah, we're just talking like, okay, we can cut that out. We'll probably. That's the thing of it, bro. These first ones are gonna be weird. We also like kind of, this was really supposed to be like a test run, and I've already wasted approximately 600 seconds on it. So
It's about 8-9 minutes.
this is gonna be an episode. It's not gonna be the best episode. They'll get better. We're just gonna start doing shit. We're gonna have a couple of other art school kids from around. I mean, our college is in downtown Pittsburgh, and but we got a couple people that are from way out there. You know,
Yeah.
a lot of them come from just like
East Bumble,
East Bumble, just like
Pennsylvania.
out in the boonies, Pennsylvania. But then there's a few. We got a friend from Buffalo, New York.
Yep.
There are
Yep.
kids here from like the Dominican Republic.
Yeah, I know some girl from like the Bahamas.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. I wonder what like, cause like obviously like for us like it was just like a nice film school, and it was
5 minutes away.
5
from
minutes
home,
away, but still
in
like
the city of
in the-
Pittsburgh.
yeah.
So, it's like yeah, I'm gonna go.
but like it's still hard enough that like it's not like it's like a you can just come on down whenever you want. Like it's in the city, so it's so annoying to get to.
Yeah.
Like we might as well be like away at college, but really we're just 5 minutes. Like if I ever need to go home, there's like a bus route that takes me straight to my house. That and Uber's really cheap.
Yeah. It's.
I had a weird ass Uber experience yesterday, bro. I was texting you about it.
Yeah. Tell me more about that.
It was so like you know we call him up, and it was just like it was nothing like insane, but like it was just a lot of weird like little things that were kind of throwing me off. Like, Malia, my girlfriend, calls, like she orders the Uber. Oh shit! Hit the thing. There you go. Did that stop it at all?
No.
Okay. So Malia orders the Uber, and we're standing on the corner because like the second she hit like order, it was like your Uber's gonna be here in like 1 minute. So we like run downstairs, like we're late from the elevator. We're standing on like the street corner downtown, and he calls her and he's just like, "What do you look like?" And she's like, I'm wearing this. I'm with the guy in like a black hoodie." And then he pulls up.
What do you look like?
Yeah, like he didn't say like, "Hey, I'm here," like
No,
wave.
Just what?
He just started it off with like, "What do you look like?" And I was like, "That's great." And then he pulled up and like he was wearing this sick turtleneck. He had like a black sweater with a white turtleneck, and it was like wasn't just like a casual like half of your neck turtleneck. Like I'm talking like it started going up to like his chin, bro.
Chin level.
It was like
It's a strong neck.
It was a real strong neck turtleneck, my guy.
I can imagine. I can picture it.
Yeah. I don't know. He was all these stories of like people just getting scooped up in Ubers and they're never seen again, bro. I'm always like,
Don't trust it.
yeah, I never trust Ubers fully. And like if you're an Uber and you're not a kidnapper, then like good on you.
It is weird. Like Uber is not. I just feel weird about it. Like so many people use that, but like just random dudes.
It's just his car.
And like Uber Eats, I think that's even like it's like just some Charlie's going down
yeah,
to McDonald's to pick my shit up. For
like
me.
whenever I'm ordering a pizza from like a pizza place and like their whole thing is delivering, like I don't know his name, I don't know his life story, I don't know his reviews. Like it's just like pizza guy comes, I give him the money and he leaves. But now I don't like.
It's like personalized.
It shows you their picture and everything. Like that weirded me out.
And the pictures always make them look like fucking creeps. Like,
oh,
when do you not see a picture on there? You're like,
and like
what
I've never had like an Uber driver that wasn't either a really nice person, like just totally chill, like had a little bit of like enough conversation that it wasn't forced, but like still like, oh yeah, this dude's friendly. Either that or they were just like dead silent, which I'm fine with. Like go ahead and be dead silent. I like think of it as like a taxi, like let me sit on my phone.
Yeah.
I've never had like a bad creepy experience, but damn, those profile pictures, man.
They're always
They
some
just
weird.
they take them like
old
forehead,
man
like,
flick.
like forehead down,
or
yeah.
like chin up. Either forehead down or chin up for these old guys.
And like I remember when I was like, it must have been like 2007. Like I was like a little ass kid, and like YouTube had like become a thing, and my parents were so not trustworthy of the internet. Like they just assumed that like if I was watching Fred Figglehorn,
It was
that
bad.
I was going to be abducted the next day. Like and then now there's just like stuff like Uber and Airbnb, and we just trust it. Like, I'm not saying I'm not gonna use it. Like I'm using both of those things
Yeah.
fairly often, but like it's just someone's crib. Like
You
it's
gotta
not like
crash
it's
there.
not even like necessarily made to be just rented out like a hotel. Like it is really like someone's home. Like they live there sometimes.
Yeah, and they like go out a lot, like, travel a lot. Said, okay, well, I'm not here.
Might as well make money off it.
Might as well make some cash off my nice crib.
How do you become an Airbnb host? I'm about to do that.
Let's just buy like a nice place and lease it out to Airbnb.
It could probably, you could
Right.
probably make like profit off of that, right?
I would assume so.
Sheesh. All right, well, time to casually liaison into another conversation topic.
Yeah, we're just gonna roll right into this next
Here,
topic.
bro, this has never failed us. I'm just gonna look up.
Oh,
This is
gosh.
so like stupid. I'm gonna look up. Okay, conversation generator. Perfect, dude. It does the creative work for us. We don't have to actually
Yeah,
try.
we don't have to use our brains.
Random question generator. This is. Don't be surprised if we come back to this. We just may not include it.
Yeah, we won't tell you
I can't find how it works.
Riley can't find how it works.
Where are some unusual places you've been?
I say one of the most unusual places that I've been before is Louisville, Kentucky.
That was a weird trip.
Very weird place.
It was giving off like Pittsburgh vibes to me, but like hotter.
Yeah. And just like empty. It was like
Yeah, it was an empty place.
I was just there for like no reason.
Yeah. Back in high school, we won a state championship in film, hence why we're here. And then we moved on to like the national competition, whatever, and we went on this big trip to Louisville, Kentucky to compete there.
Yeah.
And like for some reason like it was Louisville, Kentucky. Like no offense to Louisville, but like it's fucking Louisville.
Yeah.
So I was just like in my head I'm just thinking like for some reason like it was like a nice like trip. Like I was like I was on some crazy business trip, like oh yeah, like
we're staying at
like,
this fancy
we were
old
okay,
hotel.
that hotel was nice though.
It was fancy.
real historic, like fried chicken, bourbon, you know. That's like the fried chicken and bourbon is how I describe this hotel.
What was the
Gold-
brown?
the
What was
brown.
that? What was the food?
Oh, they had this like fried chicken hash brown, mashed potato,
The brown.
something.
What was it called? The brown.
The hot brown. The hot brown.
Because our teachers' names were Mr. and Mrs. Brown, and we
Yeah.
were staying at the Brown Hotel.
Yeah, the brown hotel.
Funny stuff.
But yeah, dude, that trip, it's got a real bad homeless problem.
Yeah.
Like in any like bigger city, you'll see homeless people everywhere, but that was like we see them occasionally in Pittsburgh, like here and there. You'll just like see them like
Yeah.
kind of chilling, camping
Like,
out,
oh.
whatever, doing their thing.
But Kentucky, we were
They were
everywhere
in
the
Kentucky.
short bus or whatever, driving around, and one of like the innocent kids was like, "Oh look, they're all camping out under that bridge."
Yeah, they
And
had
we're
like full camping tents. We're like,
Julia.
Julia.
Those are homeless people.
Yeah, they're not camping under that overpass in the middle of like an urban setting for fun. Like that's not
In
not
94-degree weather.
94 degrees. It was hot, man. It was like
Yeah.
we were dead ass in the south, right? That's a south. That's the south.
Down south, man.
There's some good food though.
Yeah, we were grubbing. Where'd we leave off?
I don't know. We were talking about
Kentucky.
Louisville. Sorry about these random cuts, dude. All right? we're taking baby steps, okay? Leave us alone.
Yeah, someone is at the door.
Odds are, like, the view count doesn't mean they listened to the whole podcast. If you made it this far in the podcast,
I give you.
yeah, props
I give
to that.
you everything.
Because
I have.
we're not very good at this.
Yeah.
but like it's we're having a good time here.
Yeah, this is great.
Not really, actually.
I'm enjoying myself.
These are gonna get better, dude. We're gonna have more shit to talk about. It's like today is like our second or our first like full day back with this whole, and like all we
first
did
day of classes
over break, we just were texting each other like we're really bored, like at school. Like we go to class and then what? We come back to our room and like sit. Like sometimes we'll go out in the city and like do a walk. Like we just, I don't know. I almost was like guilty. I was just like, why am I doing this so often? Like I'm just sitting here doing jack. So
it's cold out, man.
it is cold. Like don't get me
cold.
wrong. It's actually nice out today. We're inside recording a podcast. We should be.
We'll go make a.
We should be out.
We'll go make a vlog after.
Yeah, we will
this
go make a
podcast.
vlog.
Get some food or something.
I don't know what we're gonna post first. One of the vlogs. When we say vlogs, don't take it too literally. And to be honest, don't take anything on this channel very, very seriously.
Yeah, it's all for fun.
It's all gonna. This will be mainly like a comedy channel. I would say. When I say comedy, I feel weird calling it comedy.
It's
I wouldn't
funny.
even. I wouldn't even call it that. But like, it's meant to be stupid and funny.
It's
like,
stupid and funny.
Like another thing with like making this channel is a little backstory is like, you know, we had starting in what, 8th grade.
Yeah, 2020, coming up on 5 years ago. Yeah, 2015.
We had the Patrick and Patrick show. For those of you who don't know, my name is my first name is also Patrick. Like I'm Patrick Riley and he's Patrick Thomas.
Yeah, that's me.
Well, Patrick Riley Crow, but I go by my middle name Riley, not because of him. I've just always gone by it. But anyhow, we went with that. We had the Patrick and Patrick show, and it was just like
played some video games.
Yeah, it was like a video game channel.
It
you know,
was
everyone
quality, good time.
Everyone wanted to be a Let's Player when they were younger. Like every like kid. I don't know. Everyone I knew at some point was like had some plan to be a Let's Player.
Every kid when we went to school,
because like
wanted
we were
to be
seeing,
a YouTube star
we
and be
seeing
famous.
People like fucking Sky does Minecraft with a nice house in L.A. with his team of people that just play Minecraft.
I can do that.
I can play Minecraft. Yeah.
Hop on Minecraft, make a cool YouTube channel name and
dubstep intro,
and you're good. You're good.
That's what we should have did for this channel. Honestly.
Yeah, let's make a
Forget
dubstep
this
intro.
podcast. I think we should have stuck with the Minecraft.
Yeah,
stuck with the dubstep.
Let's turn this off.
Honestly. Anyhow, yeah. So.
Well, ghost.
So with that in mind, we started Patrick and Patrick in 8th grade, and like whatever, we had some fun. And like we made some really stupid like videos, like live action too, like
just pure comedy gold.
Like it was just like weird shit. Like
it's funny though.
It was just funny. Yeah, we just tried to be as obscure and weird as we could. And now like I'm going into like film school, and I'm like all my like experiences doing any video film stuff as of like the past, I don't know, like 4 years have been like serious shit. Like going to film competitions.
Trying to make some client work. Yeah,
doing client work. I did music videos for a while. Like we have Studio 15202, which like we'll do photography, or we'll do like we did a wedding not too long ago back in October. We were supposed to like rebrand this local bar in Bellevue, but like it fell through because like we couldn't make it work. But in the summer, I would love to do that. Yeah. But you know, it was all serious shit. And then I started an internship over the summer, and I started like editing videos for Jordan Rooney. Check him out at Jordan R on Instagram, Twitter.
Oh yeah,
gotta give him the fair shout out.
Go check out Jordan Rooney.
So we can get those that one probably like one follower off of that. Anyhow, I started making like personal brand videos for him as like a businessman and like an entrepreneur. Oh, did you hear that train? Anyhow, but I like, don't get me wrong, I love the work I do. Like I love editing and making money off of it. Like that's a dream for me. But like it was all like, you know, quote unquote like serious stuff. So like I missed making funny videos. Like I missed like dicking around with a camera and like not having to edit to look professional. Like being able to just like, I don't know how to describe it. I'm like making a motion like I'm throwing a baseball, because it's just fucking throwing editing vomits all over the screen. Like that's fun to me.
Yeah, the whole process is just fun. It's like something to do, and you feel good about like making a video or like all this stuff, and just doing it for like YouTube and for fun.
Yeah, like I definitely miss that. So
Yeah.
we would do that for Patrick and Patrick, and like it was just a fun time. And then obviously like we were kids, and we just were like whatever. Like we kind of outgrew doing gaming videos,
Mhm.
but I don't know. It was just a good time, and I miss like I'm not saying like I am not talking down on my job, but like like my job is just like it's like quote unquote like stressful editing. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I'm not like stressed, but it's like
It's work.
it's work. Yeah,
It's
like
literally work.
like I have to be serious with it. Like I have a certain criteria to meet, kind of thing. Well,
What the?
our
hell?
neighbors are, what are they doing out there? Like playing with a jackhammer?
What the hell? Someone's wheeling down the.
Someone's got a monster truck in the hallway or something.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know, but yeah, it's just fun to be able to edit, no worries, and, like make videos, be creative, be funny. We have our little aesthetic going, as you can see, like weird 90s-ish
Oh, yes.
shit, early 2000s kind of vibe.
It's beautiful.
We're still working through that too. I don't know. You'll just see what comes out of it, bro. There's no criteria for this channel. There's no criteria for the podcast. Here we are, just literally we went from talking about Louisville to this
right now.
I almost just lost my train of thought. Like I was ready to freeze up again.
Stop thinking.
Yeah, I've done that a few times
Yeah, my brain
during this.
only goes for so long, and then it just kind of.
My brain's a sprinter,
Cuts
not a marathon runner.
Yeah.
If I go really fast for a while and then I'll shut down so yeah.
Yeah. There it
We
goes.
gotta avoid saying
So, yeah.
because that's how you know there's like a period in modern day
Like.
logic speech.
Mhm.
Well, all right, you already know what time it is. Time for this random question generator. Oh, that's a stupid one. This one's kind of wacky. What the fuck? What's worse than you thought it would be? What's
That's
worse?
a good question.
What is worse than I thought it would be? New York City.
Yeah, that was not good.
That was not a fun trip. I mean, it was a fun trip, but like it wasn't a fun trip.
Yeah, it was not. It was not good. Every possible thing that could have went wrong went wrong.
Yeah, it was rough. Okay, like first thing, like what most people will think, unless you have like a lot of money to spare, don't go to New York and like bring a car, because like you can't park it anywhere.
You can't drive it anywhere.
You can't drive it anywhere. Like even whenever you get to where you want to go, you're gonna have to park like a mile away.
It'd take you 45 minutes to go like 2 blocks.
Yeah. We had like this offer to go with one of our musician friends, our rapper friends or whatever. He had like a show in New York, and I love New York. Like it's just a great place, high energy. I love it.
Yeah.
But he was just like, yeah, I got some spare cash, like whatever, like I'll pay for like a place for us to stay. I'll help you pay for gas. Like all you have to like come make a video about it. It's a quick one. And I was just like, oh yeah, dude, like let's go.
Assemble the team.
So yeah, we assembled a team of 5 dudes.
Yeah, in a 2017 Chevy Cruze, which is like the smallest.
It's
like
a real small
inside,
sedan.
like interior.
What's
And
funny is like
one of our occupants. I mean, one kid was very tall.
he was
one kid
he was like
was
6'4".
A little bit shorter and fatter, and then
Sorry, buddy. Love
one
you.
kid was on crutches.
Yeah,
and
not-
we were in New York City.
Yeah, crutches is. I mean, like the guy couldn't help it. Like he had surgery or something on his knee or something.
Yeah,
but the man had crutches in Manhattan.
like we're gonna be walking around all day.
Yeah, and I was just like I felt for him, man. And like I don't know. So we pile up into this little tiny sedan. We're like filming the whole thing, and then keep in mind, for some reason, my car has no cruise control. Like I have looked everywhere for cruise control in that car. It just doesn't have it. So like my calf was cramping up, and like at the time I was the only one with a license, and like we had all just turned 18.
Another bad idea.
Yeah. So
one kid with a license.
So I was
Driving, like,
foot down the whole time, 6 hours straight.
6
I mean
hours.
7 if you count the traffic once we were in New Jersey.
Oh,
My God.
yeah.
But it was just a lot of work to get there, and we finally get there, and it's like the Holy Land, and then we are told like an hour into the trip, essentially, that the place that we thought we had reserved, the guy that invited us on the trip, the place that we thought we had reserved was no more. Like
the hotel that we were gonna stay at, or like the Holiday Inn or whatever.
Yeah, it was just not a thing. So we were just like, oh,
and we're like, oh, sick, dude.
Well, we're just like, it's New York. Like we'll find some little trashy place for cheap, probably out in Brooklyn, not in Manhattan. And then we find out that like, I guess he ended up finding a place supposedly. So then
he's like, yeah, don't worry about it. Like I just got another place, so we're good. Like don't.
And that was that.
Don't stress about it.
That's all he said.
Just keep going.
Well, actually, no. We started that trip off with a place, and like I didn't question anything about it. And then he was like, "I'm seeing the reviews of this place, and like it gets shot up like every other day.
Yeah,
there's open
roaches in the kitchen.
There's roaches, all in bed bugs and prostitutes, and it's in like deep Brooklyn, like far away from like downtown Manhattan and anything like touristy.
Not
fun.
a good place.
Not a good place. And
for a bunch of high school kids too.
Yeah, but in our little sedan, like let's just say it was not a place to be for us. So we're like we pull up to we're crossing the Verrazano Bridge, and like we're getting there, and it's just like, oh, it's finally like we see the skyline, like we're here. We get up, we're like, we still have no place to stay. Like no, he kept calling places, and in every conversation like it would end with just, okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
And then he'd hang up, and it'd be like,
hey, do you have any rooms
available
tonight? Whatever.
And then we'd look at each other and be like, okay, thank you. And then he'd end it, okay, thank you.
Over and over again.
That was just like, it was like, we started thinking of like, all right, where can we find overnight parking to sleep in this car? And keep in mind, like the one thing we didn't want to do was spend any more time in that car.
Yeah, we were in that car.
We were crammed in that car.
Long.
I mean, I had it pretty good being that I was, driving. Like I had an excuse, like I was comfortable-ish. But I mean, I was still driving, so it wasn't that comfortable.
I am fortunate for being in the passenger seat.
Yeah, you had the passenger seat, and we just had like all these big ass dudes in the crammed in the back. Like we used the middle seat. Like it was bad.
Yeah, 3 people in the back, 2 people up front.
It was just a crowded ass car.
Everyone's stuff everywhere, trunks full of stuff, got all the camera equipment.
Yeah.
Strewn about the car. Just paying way more than we thought we would on tolls.
Oh my god,
and having
dude.
way less money in New York than we thought we would.
The cost of anything in New York is stupid, like crazy. So obviously that didn't go our way either.
It's bad.
So I mean, eventually we're in Brooklyn, and like it gets worse. The story's kind of dragging along here, but like I gotta get to the juice here.
Yeah, we gotta.
So anyhow, we're in Brooklyn, and I so badly just want to go do New York tourist shit. Like I just want to go to Manhattan and see the World Trade Center and the Empire State Building and all that good shit.
The kid on the crutches just wants to stop walking.
Yeah.
And Wyatt just wants a cigarette. Jordan just wants a cigarette and to go to his concert. And I just want some pizza or something.
Yeah, first of all, we were all starving. And another like tip I found out after we went there, like I looked up like things not to do in New York, because like I'm pretty sure we did every single one, and it was just like go pee in your hotel. Like don't try to find a public bathroom anywhere, because they won't like that's like businesses
bathrooms.
know not to let you in any bathroom.
They don't have them there. That's just not a thing.
Oh yeah.
So we go into like literally every building on a block and look for a bathroom. I think we found one in like Starbucks. And it was
Starbucks
fucking disgusting.
I didn't go in. I was just like, I'll hold it.
Nasty. And Brian had this shit.
That was bad.
We were like, God damn.
It was that was bad. But the bright side is like we were finally in Manhattan. We were done driving around. Like we were in such a deep Brooklyn. Like it didn't look like New York. I mean, it looked like Brooklyn. Don't get me wrong. Brooklyn is New York, but like it wasn't like New York City. It was we were just deep, lost. The paint on the roads. There's no rules in deep Brooklyn. Manhattan. It was a million times easier to drive in Manhattan than it was in Brooklyn, dude.
Yeah.
Brooklyn was rough to drive in. They're like, people just like do anything. They're going all over, like swerving, like.
It was.
If there was
every
like
moment was like stressful.
it was just a free for all. I'm so surprised I didn't like get hit in some way, like
So
or
freaking
freak
out
the
or
fuck
something.
out. Yeah, that too.
But like, we still don't have a place to stay, and we're in New York, and we have to go to this concert, which me and Riley are.
We're starting to have doubts.
We're completely convinced it's a scam. It's a total scam.
Yeah, because
So,
like we were just worried about it. First off, the address was out in deep Brooklyn, kind of by where that terrible motel that we almost stayed at was.
yeah.
And so we already had a bad feeling, like, okay, like, and like, don't get me wrong though, like, our rapper friend Jordan, like, he's doing his thing, and like, he's doing it well. But that was like, this was back in like when he first started, and just like the way he described it, of just like brand new, starting out on SoundCloud, and you already have like a live show, like something didn't add up for us. And then we finally we get to Lower Manhattan, we park, and we go to Battery Park, which is like the lowest tip of Manhattan, over the water. You got the view. Hope you can hear those sirens out the window. Got the nice view of the Statue of Liberty, the World Trade Center, all these nice art sculptures and everything. It's a real.
Go sit down,
We're taking a breather. That was the
Sales.
first good experience we had
Yeah.
in New York was when
walking
we got to Battery
around
Park.
out of the car.
For the first time,
Finally breathe.
we got into like the New York City limits, and we did not exit the car for another 2 hours, being that we drove deep into Brooklyn and then deep back into Manhattan and then found a place to park. It was a whole 2 hours before we got out. And we're just sitting there, we're just like, how nice is this? Like, we're finally doing some tourist shit. The wind's blowing, the ocean's there, the Statue of Liberty's there. And we just like look at Jordan and we're like,
Bro.
dude, this is so nice. Like, I don't want to go back to Brooklyn, dude. I really don't want to go
Like,
back to
that was
Brooklyn.
we just like left sheer hell, dude. We can't go back.
And he was just like, well, and then he let us know the detail that he's like, well, you have a point, because when I get there, I had to pay $150 to enter the like competition thing to get this concert.
And we're low on cash at this point.
And then he's like, and I would have had to give them another $150. And we're like, you're giving them $300 to like perform on like Brooklyn's Got Talent? And he's like, essentially, yes. So we're like, Jordan, buddy, like, I think they are up to some sketchy stuff, man.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
But
It's
like,
not worth
again, like, I don't know the full details. Like, Jordan knows better than I do for sure.
it. Don't get me wrong.
But it was just like, Jordan, we won't be able to afford tolls to get back to Pittsburgh through Pennsylvania if we spend that last 150 that he had. Like, cause he had a bunch of cash for no reason. I don't know where he got it. I mean, whatever. But he had a bunch. He had the most money out of all of us, and he was kind of like, he kind of promised us like, yeah, like my like grandma gave me some money, like she's gonna help us pitch in for a place and tolls and gas and this and that, all the things you need to travel, and like 3/4 of that would have been blown on whatever show this would have been 2 hours away back in Brooklyn. Yeah, we would have died. More than likely, we would have died.
I probably would have died or something
So,
along those lines.
Finally, we just decide, like, you know what? Let's just screw the show. We're just gonna stay in Manhattan,
Just
enjoy
chill.
New York.
Let's go get some food.
We went
Let's
and got some
go.
food.
Just chill in New
And
York.
it was good. The only two problems throughout the rest of the evening, and this was like 3:00 in the afternoon. We ended up staying in Manhattan until like, I'd say 9 p.m. before we started thinking about heading out. And throughout those whole couple of hours, it was just, okay, this is nice, we're having fun, but Brian's armpits are bleeding now from the crutches, being that we walked several blocks, and we still don't have a place to stay. That is, we have the money to get a place, but it's not a thing. And then we just say, like, you know, we get our pizza, and we're just like, okay, like, Brian cannot make it anymore.
Yeah,
Like, we just got to
need
go
get
back in the
Brian
car. It's
back
time
in
to
the
call it
car.
quits and try to get a cheap place across the Hudson in New Jersey. And then, like,
Call a million
we're just driving
places.
through Manhattan traffic on our way out of New York, and Jordan's just on the phone, like, you know, like, oh, do you have a place to stay? Okay, thank you. No luck. And then we're, like, almost at the tunnel to take you under the river to New Jersey. Like, we're almost out of the city. And, like, right as we're about to go in the tunnel and lose service, Jordan books us a room in Princeton, like, by the university. And we finally have a place to stay, and then we get there and it's like a whole thing. Like you gotta put a credit card, like
this and this
like
and this
and I knew that'd be an issue, and like he was paying with all cash.
Yeah.
And the guys at the front, this is like a nice hotel, and the guys at the front desk are just like, what are these kids? These dirty, stinky kids.
From Pittsburgh.
But from New York coming here. Didn't we say we were from Indiana?
I don't think so.
Didn't Jordan give an ID that said Indiana?
I don't know.
I thought I remember something about him saying we were from Indiana.
I have no idea.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure someone gave the man at the front desk an ID that said we were from Illinois or Indiana or something. I don't know.
Sounds like
but
something that would have happened.
It was like 3 a.m. at this point, and that dude, like, he cut us so much slack.
He was like, these kids are screwed.
Like, yeah, he knew that we had been through it and like had barely any money left, like, to eat.
It's like, go to sleep, children.
Yeah, so he let us pay with cash. He let us like do with a debit card, not a credit card, and like my account was overdrawn at this point with all the tolls and gas I had gotten and everything, and like it was just rough. But like to lay my head down on a bed was a good feeling. It meant we had finally.
And we had
made
like
it.
a nice hotel room.
Yeah, it was big too. Like I'm
Yeah.
surprised we could even afford it.
Yeah, it was nice. And then we went to White Castle in the morning. It was really, really gross.
We
went
had White
home.
Castle for breakfast. Probably the worst fast food.
Never will I ever eat at a White Castle again.
It was bad, and it wasn't just a location thing. Like I'm talking like just White Castle in general is bad.
But yeah,
I wonder
that
if Connor's listening to this right now, because I have gone on record to say White Castle sucks before.
Connor, it's not good.
It's not good, Connor. Connor fought me on that. He was like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "I'm talking about White Castle."
It's not
and
good.
it's not good.
It's not. But I think it's time to get some food now, man. Like we're talking about nasty White Castle. I think
Makes you hungry?
we're done with this.
But I mean, we're at about like 20 something minutes, right?
We're
After
ending this. We're ending this right now.
All right. Well,
You heard it here first, folks.
Hope you enjoyed the first and very unorganized, very unorthodox, very just stupid first episode of the Art Skool podcast.
There's many more to come.
Many more to come. Look forward to guests. Look forward to some new stuff on this channel. We're gonna be just releasing all sorts of content, all sorts of goodies.
Yeah, we are gonna do that. Yep. Yeah.